Nämen hej, tjenare tjenare and welcome back. We continue our journey through the second lower floor of Durlag's tower. But before we get into it, I would like to just say that if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. That really helps me out. Okay then. So notably, Khalid now has really good AC. Anyway, after finding some cool spells and other things, M1 walks back because we realized that we could actually open a door by clicking a statue. There, that northwestern door was opened.
How may I be of assistance? You have but to ask.
Yep. I'm gone.
It took me a little while to understand what to do to progress, but I eventually noticed that now that I've been into that room, I can actually touch that statue and open that door. And so
You're a queer
we can
fellow.
proceed.
This way.
Then suddenly we ran into this character. So that would be Durlag or his ghost or whatever, and trying to explain something to me, I suppose. Then he moves over there. Then he talks about his love. He lost, and he turns into a doppelganger. So yeah, it wasn't actually him.
My blade will cut you down the side.
And we successfully avoided that, so yeah. So if you just
How may I be of assistance? It shall be as you wish.
if you're just aware and alert, you can handle situations like that. But getting cornered by a doppelganger on speed,
What is it this time?
it's never a
You have
never a
but to
nice
ask.
surprise.
Nature is good as done.
Right, so returning to the room with the statues, I try to figure out where else I might go now, and it doesn't. It's not obvious to me, so I just try again and
Yes?
click something.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Door closed. That's
An
closed.
open wound in Mother Earth. I would plug
what
it
about this
had I the
statue?
power.
Let's open again. So this is a little bit of a puzzle, and which is nice because you don't just want to go down into a dungeon and just have everything get served to you on a silver platter. You actually want to fight, both in terms of monster fights and in terms of solving puzzles, figuring out figuring out how to overcome
Nature as you
any
direct.
sort of opposition, really. So anyway, now then, I reloaded and I'm trying to see where to go and how to get through. But then I remember, what about these colored
How may I
what are they
be of
even called?
assistance? You
Sparring
have but to
dummies. What about the
ask.
sparring dummies? Surely there's something with them, right? But what? Different colors. They're clearly there on purpose. What purpose do they fill, though? Double checking that I haven't missed anything in terms of what I can press and do. But it's the dummies. Something's with the dummies, but what is it? So yeah, I have a quick look through the walkthrough. And then I read, well, if you attack the yellow dummy on the left, it will cause the secret doors between this room and the statue room to open.
This way.
Okay, there. But it took him quite a few swings to just hit the dummy. But you know, that's D&D for you.
Can I help you?
Let's carry on.
I'll do my best.
And here then we have a fake Durlag that also turns into a a doppelganger. This is just going to be really annoying, I think, and do some kind of magic explosion again, maybe? We will soon find out. Oh, okay, so death, what's it called? Stinking cloud, I think it's like cloud kill, maybe? Don't hang around, don't hang about inside it, that's a really bad idea. And here it comes to fillet some meat. We of course make short work of him. But not before taking serious hits to Agentis, and yeah. They are lethal. So, well, there we go. So that's how we progressed into that room. We unlocked the passageway between them. And I also just read up so that I knew that you don't actually need the books for anything. It's just they tell you stuff that you likely want to know if you want to know the story about Durlag's Tower. But you don't need them. They're not essential items to anything. So yeah. Right, we opened that passageway. Oh yeah, because the cloud is still effective, we can't quick save. It has to die off, like with everything else that initiates or upholds combat. You cannot save when you're while in combat. There we go. So then I double check again. I have another go at the statue room to try to figure out what to do. So I walk over to the red one. Sorry, the blue one. And I give it a bit of a smack, and voila.
Yes, oh,
There we opened
omnipresent authority figure.
a new door we haven't opened before. And remembering to detect traps, we send him in first. So this is a throne room. No traps that we haven't found. And question is, what do we do? What can be done? Is there anything to press? Is there anything to
I'm gone.
to get? Well, yeah, a good helmet. And then he appears, and something happens. Brace yourself. Now this is a good helm, one I'm using for the rest of the game actually. And it's not amazing, but it's one of the better ones, which I guess kind of lines it up. Or puts it in the amazing category. I mean, helms aren't wonderful objects, but they are very good when
What you want? I've done
as a whole.
enough of this.
With the rest of the armor set, they're really good objects, so no items. Right, so now we can see that here come 3 different Durlags at the same time. One taking the throne, the other one's doing cloud kill and slaying us immediately. Right, so how to go around this problem? Well,
how may I be of assistance?
We line up over here, of course. Will it work? Well, we'll find out.
You're this way.
So yeah, steal the helmet. Give it to someone who can figure out what it is. After a wee bit of a rest, and chill out until they're done with whatever they're doing before they turn into their true selves.
What
Have a
is it
quick
this
save.
time?
And let the show begin.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, so no, I didn't fully work, but still cloud kill over here. So long as we save versus spell, we won't die. But now we're all we're all unconscious and saving versus death. Not ideal to be in a smoke of in a cloud of smoke that can kill you. But what can we do?
What is it this time? I shall attend
Sounds
to it in a
visible
trice.
too, don't they? Okay, so I'm gonna lob some fireballs into the vicinity of those doppelgangers, and yeah. My whole party's just
Yes,
tumbling
I shall
over.
attend to it in a trice.
They're like, why are we in this? Why are we in this gas clouds that of poisonous fumes? Who agreed to this? Okay, so one of them's dead. Okay, good. Oh, and there the cloud
How may I be of
is
assistance?
gone.
You have but to ask. What is it? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Just need to kill this one. So yeah, we managed. And everybody's alive, so yeah, it's very successful. Albeit a
What you want? I'm
bit of a
gone.
strange sort of strategy, admittedly. It still worked. Happy days.
About it.
And I'm not sure if I said that yet, but what I like to do is count to 4 when I search for traps. I click traps, I move a step forward, and I wait 1, 2, 3, 4, and usually within that time, I find traps if there are any right in front of me. So yeah. But of course it's entirely dependent on how fast you count to 4, so
I care not. This
think
way.
more of it like a slow heartbeat or something. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And that ought to do the trick for you. Right, I don't recall exactly what's going to happen here, but it's not going to be pretty. I'm pretty sure we're about to get attacked from behind, from the northeast.
You're a queer fellow. This way.
Yes, I shall attend to it in a trice.
What do you want? I'm gone.
May I
There,
be of
you hear
assistance?
you hear footsteps. Okay, so it wasn't actually.
Yep.
Wasn't actually animals. It was some sort of wolves.
What is it this time?
I suppose they are undead. Kill the Legion killer. Yeah. So they're probably undead. Aha, okay, they only look that way, but they were actually doppelgangers. Okay. Now I understand. So these were doppelgangers who had no intention of revealing their faces until death, so when they were forced to because they died.
Yes.
So a little bit of trouble in paradise in that I have full inventory. How sad. But it actually it becomes a bit of a
Open wound in mother.
recurring theme because I like to carry different weapons
This way.
dependent on what circumstance I find myself in. I want to have the right sword to deal the better damage and stuff like that. So yeah, here we have to use this teleport thing to get over to the other side and get the next wardstone. So before I pick it up, I'm going to make sure everybody's on the other side in case it shuts down or something.
What is it this time? You have but to
Okay,
ask.
now remembering that I need to have my thief search
What
for
you want?
more traps, I turn it on
I've
and I
done had
let her
enough
take
of
the lead.
this.
There were traps, of course there are. And unless that's a bit obvious, this is why the reason why I put almost all the skill points for my thieves into finding and disarming traps is for this reason. Basically, everything you do is completely dependent on
I've
you
done
either
had
surviving
enough
the
of
damage of traps or just disarming them. And in order to disarm them, in order to disarm them, of course you need to find them. So you need to have good detection skills. That's the most valuable skill, I think, with a thief. Quite like how a cleric or so can
Yes,
heal your
I shall
party,
attend to it in a
which is
trice.
also quite elementary, really, to successful gaming, to successful run. To have a party which you have a healer, you have to have someone who finds and disarms traps. So that also serves as a sort of healer by proxy, in that no one takes damage. So yeah, I deprioritize pickpocketing because I don't pickpocket people. Generally, I use my thieves purely for finding traps. I don't even really hide in shadows or anything, but that's just because I'm lazy, honestly. Like if I did that, I could probably have them deal a lot more damage than they now do. Something I'm probably going to try and learn to do and get into my routine when I play through Baldur's Gate 2. Now, even Imoen really is great. Her only downside is that she is rather weak. She can't really carry much, which I think if you want to be able to carry the loot you've stolen, you should probably work on your muscle mass a little bit, shouldn't you? So, particularly if you want to sneak around with stolen loot on your person, you know. So, but I get that dexterity is the key attribute. What am I doing really? I'm trying to pick something up. I don't even remember now. Right, so the question is, can I open the doors? I can open this door. Right, let's put on detection. See if we... Yep. Find some traps. Oh, it's a statue. Stuff. Okay, another stone. Probably much required. Oh, there were more things to loot. Yeah, again, trouble in paradise. But anyway, my inventory is too full. It's actually really annoying. And she's too weak to carry all this stuff. So yeah, that's not better. That's why you have a magical potions bag in your backpack. Right, we don't really need any other things, any of the other things from there. And right, so because Imoen has the higher law, she can identify things now that Akensis can't yet, but he will be able to. He will be able to eventually. So.
Yes. You have but to ask.
Again, I do like potions. I use some potions quite regularly, but
How may I be of assistance?
I should
It
probably
shall
use
be as you
potions
wish.
way more than I actually am. But
Yep,
I'm
I've
learning.
done had enough of this.
I never really played with potions that much when I was a kid, and looking back at this game now, I realized I lost out
I'll
on really
do my best.
on maxing out my strategy when I didn't
cannot.
do that. So it's something for me to
I'm
learn. But
gone.
I tend to not prioritize like random potions, like Potion of Freedom. It's always good to have freedom, particularly if you know you're gonna end up in a fight where some mage or so tries to restrict your freedom. Freedom of movement, I think it is. You know, but at the odd occasion that's gonna happen, I feel like I'm so strong. My group is so strong that I don't really. It won't really matter if one of them runs off for a while or can't move for a while, you know. Sometimes that's a real problem. Sometimes, you know, it kills them that they can't move because they can't defend themselves or so, because they're petrified or no, sorry, paralyzed. But usually, I usually just overwhelm people in my fights, don't I? So the ghouls trigger the traps. Yep. Oh well, we didn't get XP for that then, but hey,
Yes.
My blade will cut you
again,
down
trouble in
to
paradise,
size.
eh? So yeah, it pays to be careful. Remember that. It does really pay to be careful. Okay, so gas has escalated. So there was one of them left somewhere in some corner that you know, that never got into my sight line. But yeah, you know, don't mind if we do. We got more XP. So now we've reached a point now where we can go further downstairs, and we shall momentarily. But the question is, what's going on here?
You're a queer fellow. I'm gone.
So, here is Durlag's tomb, and here we have several, is it Dread Gods or something? Dread Knights, Dread Gods, that will get activated if we do if we do something. I don't recall exactly what it is we're supposed to do to activate them. But they clearly didn't attack me now, so that was fine, I suppose. Just looting the treasure chest of their fallen lord. But yeah. Right. Right. So I step out here and I realize two things. There is a trap, and
Yes?
I need to go get my mates, because
You have but to ask.
as soon as I step out of that room, I'm going to be attacked by things. And the door just opened, and I'm like, okay, will they attack me now? But no, they don't. And I was so baffled at this moment, because I remember it as being like one of the hardest part of this entire dungeon was fighting off the Dread Knights or whatever they're called. And now they don't even attack me. I'm like, I must have been doing something right this time around, because I don't remember it being this easy. So yeah, but here we are.
Do my best.
And
do my best.
Kali does his thing, because you know the speed boots, the boots of the cheetah, they do that. So he kind of merges with other people's bodies for a while. It's not like that, but it is disturbing nonetheless. But on the way, yeah. So there we go. We have
How may I be of
some
assistance?
opposition. Now we need to give a right thrashing. Now, what would have been best, of course, if we could send Khalid or the archers or whatever to get the mage, but we can't. We don't reach it from that until now, I think.
Yes?
Yes.
I care not.
Helm.
Yes.
Omnipresent authority figure.
And I forget to make one character do things.
I've done had enough.
How may I be of
Now I remember.
What is it this time?
That went alright, I suppose. No one died.
Yes?
Could have gone a bit better, but it's what it is.
You've a task? What's your
We have
word?
so many healing pots right now, so we can just swap.
Nature.
Not swap. I can just chug some.
Have need of me?
Carrying on, yes. So I turn on the detection, the trap detection, and I take him over the bridge. Now here comes an interesting bit. Because I couldn't really identify what I was seeing in this room, and I still can't really.
What
I
is it
think
this time?
there are like
You have but to
rocks,
ask.
maybe. sorry, stone statues maybe in the
I
shape
got
of
it.
like, I don't know, demons? Or... Sorry, no, it's wyverns, isn't it?
Something most
It's
unnatural
wyverns
here,
turned to stone
I want no part of
or
it.
something like that. Now I actually saw it. I think that is... that's probably what it is, actually. Anyway, I was just so confused first time I stepped in there. Like, what am I even... What is this? But then I was like, well, you know, it's Baldur's Gate. It's so magical and a bit shocking at times. My team close by, so that I don't get cornered all alone by some doppelganger or so. Right, so there's some kind of switchboard or something over there that we can press. Question is what it is. Well, anyway, and then I decide to head on down to the next level. So this will be the lower level 3. So underneath the basement we have level 1, then 2, and now we're at 3. So there we have it, ladies and gents. We have just cleared the second lower level of Durlag's Tower, and next time we will take on the third. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, remember to take good care of yourself, alright? Okay, bye bye.